Hello everybody! In this video, I will help you with your June exam preparation. This will be on sequences and series, and I will discuss the 2021 Paper 1's Question 2. Now let's go to the CAPS document first. You will see that patterns and sequences count 25 out of the 150. That means 17% of your paper is on this topic. You must keep in mind the patterns part, that is actually the quadratic sequence from grade 11, and there's a playlist on that. I will add the playlist at the end of this video, and then the rest of the sequences you will find as a grade 12 chapter, and there's also a playlist there. Everything that you must know on sequences and series you will find in that playlist, also added at the end of this video. Let's go to question 2 of the 2021 paper. This is the question. Now my suggestion is you pause the video, quickly do the question, and then you will find the answers on the next slide. On question 2.1, it's given that there is a geometric series x plus 90 plus 81. 2.1, calculate the value of x. So in a geometric series, there is R, and it's called the common ratio. And R is the number that you will multiply or divide to get from one term to the other. So in our series, x is term 1, that's term 2, and that's term 3. And then we can find R by saying term 2 divided by term 1, so it's 90 divided by x, and R can also be term 3 divided by term 2, which is 81 over 90. And then this one is equal to R, that one is equal to R, and therefore we can equate them. So we have 90 over x is equal to 81 over 90, and this is worth a mark. And then when you cross multiply, you get a 90 times 90 equals 81x, and if you solve x by just dividing away the 81 there, you get x is equal to 100, which is worth 1 mark. And we are also going to use this x is equal to 100 in the next sum. On 2.2, they want us to show that the sum of the first n terms is Sn and then equal to all of that. So in the previous sum, you worked out that x's value is 100. And remember, this x is T1 and it's also A. So the formula for the sum of a geometric series is this one from the formula sheet. Please make sure that you copy this one correctly. And then we also need to find a value for R. And remember, R is term 2 divided by term 1. Which is the 90 over the 100 that you calculated, which is 0,9. And then working out R, this is your first mark. And then when you substitute all the values, that is where you get your second mark, and then you just calculate Sn for them. On number 2.3, they want us to calculate the sum to infinity. So just remember from the previous sum, we worked out that x's value is 100. And then for the sum to infinity, this is your formula from your formula sheet. The sum to infinity formula, a's value is the first one, and r, you know by now from the previous one, is a 0,9. And then there's in fact your first mark for substituting into the correct formula, and then You work all of that out with your calculator and sum to infinity is 1,000.
The next question, question 3, is also on sequences and series. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next video. And as promised, you will see there is the playlist for the grade 11 quadratic sequences, as well as the playlist for all the grade 12 sequence and series topics. And then here's an exam tip for you. If you answer a question twice and forget to cross out the first attempt, the examiner only marks the first one.